let's get to cooking. This is what we're doing today at Mima's house. Here are the ingredients and the equipment we'll be using to make this delicious pound cake. And of course, you know, I'll have all the ingredients listed in the description box below. Of course, one of the main ingredients for this cake is mango, and I am using a fresh mango, which I am going to peel and process. I'll make sure that I blend and get nice and smooth into a puree. So while I peel this mango, let's have a little story time. My first encounter with the mango was when we were stationed in Panama. The mango trees were heavy laden through the months of May through September, and there were mangoes everywhere. Little did I know then that not only were mangoes good tasting, but they were good for you. Mangoes are high in vitamin A, vitamin C, folate, and high in fiber. That high in fiber part will help prevent colon cancer and decrease our cholesterol. So now we're going to go ahead and use our immersion blender to puree our mangoes. You can also use a regular blender. I didn't feel like pulling that big blender out, so I'm just going to use the immersion blender. And if you don't have either of those, you can use a fork, because mangoes are very tender fruit and you can mash it up with a fork. Okay, so you know, if you've watched any of my cake videos, you know that the first step is always to put butter in bowl with sugar and mix well until nice and fluffy. That takes between 7 and 10 minutes, so let's get to mixing. Okay, so the butter and sugar has been creamed sufficiently. It has changed colors, and it's time to scrape down our bowl. And let's add the mango puree. And to freshen up that mango puree, we're going to add the juice of half a lemon. Now we'll add our extracts. We'll add 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract, and then we'll add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And let's mix that well. And of course, you know that I'm going to crack my eggs in a separate container so that if I get an eggshell in, and you know that I probably will, it can come out before it gets to my batter. So let's get the 6 eggs cracked and we'll add them to the batter one at a time. Okay, we'll scrape our bowl down one more time and then we'll get the other ingredients, our dry ingredients, together before we add the eggs. So you know that I'm adding my eggs one at a time and only beating until that yolk has disappeared. Remember also that my eggs are at room temperature because it gives a good volume to your cake batter. So after I've gotten my eggs in, I'm going to pour in my 1/4 cup of milk, and then we'll add the dry ingredients. But first, let's scrape down our bowl one more time to make sure all the ingredients from the bottom and the sides are incorporated. Now we're going to mix this just until the dry ingredients are incorporated into the wet. Now one more bowl scrape and we'll be ready to go into the prepared pan. Okay, so she's ready to go into a 325-degree oven. And this cake will bake for 45 minutes to an hour. I normally check it at 45 minutes just to make sure that she's not browning too much. And she is ready. And this particular cake baked for 50 minutes. The kitchen smells delicious. I wish you could smell it. And here's the finished product. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video and you'll give the mango pound cake recipe a try. Y'all be blessed and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.